native of Martinsville, Virginia, Shawn Moore attended Martinsville High School before committing to play college football at the University of Virginia. During his 3 seasons as quarterback for the Cavaliers, Moore would rewrite the offensive record books, finishing his collegiate career with 41 school ACC and NCAA individual records. His 83 total touchdowns still stand as a school record to this day. In 1990, Moore and the Cavaliers began the season 7-0, resulting in the Wahoos being ranked number 1 in the country for the first time in program history. That same season, Moore led the country in passing efficiency, was named the 1990 ACC Player of the Year, and finished 4th in the Heisman Trophy voting, receiving more Heisman votes than any other ACC candidate had previously. Moore's career statistics include 6,629 passing yards and 55 touchdowns, in addition to 1,268 rushing yards and 28 rushing scores. Following his playing days, Moore has found his way back to UVA, where he currently serves as Associate Director of Development for the university's athletics department. Moore's number 12 jersey has been retired by the Cavaliers football program.
I'm thanking everybody. It's an honor to be here tonight for induction into the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame. I consider myself a very humble person, and I've lived my life through Scripture, particularly Luke 18:14. For all those who exalt themselves will be humble, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. I also had a mother and father who said, don't ever get too big for your britches. That's humble upbringing. I want to first thank my family for always supporting me. My parents never missed a game, high school or college. Whether it was a kickoff classic in the Meadowlands or Lawrence, Kansas, in a Winnebago with the Rittenhouses, they were always there. To my mother, Sarah, my father, Harold, my sister, Nicole, I share this recognition with you, and I appreciate your everlasting support. To all my friends and family and teammates that were able to be here this evening, I appreciate you, and I also share this recognition with you. I also want to send a special shout out to the crew that really handled all the logistics of getting my parents here last night. Tanya, Chester, LaToya, Ashley, Mark, Shawnee, Kim, Ray, thank you guys so much. Without you, I don't know what I would have done last night. Thank you. Some of my former college and high school teammates are here tonight, and I would like to recognize them as well. Chris Slade, Ray Roberts, Mark Cook, Lo Davis, David Brown, Ray Savage, Ted Jeffries, Jimmy Woody, and Mike Tarpley. I love you guys. Not only were we teammates, but we have become lifelong brothers of 30-plus years who support each other through life's ups and downs. My son Michael is here tonight with his wife and my favorite daughter-in-law, Stephanie. Thank you guys for being here, and congratulations on your own career, big fellow. I'm extremely proud of the father and husband you have become. As someone who grew up in a small town of Martinsville in Southwest Virginia with less than 12,000 people, I know firsthand the positive impact the sport of football can have on a young person's life. With that said, my 2 high school coaches are here tonight, Taylor Edwards and Ricky Haley. Thank you for giving me the solid foundation in Martinsville High School. You guys provided me with confidence, self-discipline, and knowledge to know that Bulldogs always dominate. I was unaware that football would open so many endless doors of opportunity for me, especially a full scholarship at the University of Virginia. For that, I've always been truly grateful. I want to thank my big brother, Antonio Rice, for convincing my parents that Virginia was the only school in the state I could attend. My parents fell in love with Antonio and the Aberdeen Barn after our official visit, and I knew Charlottesville would be home for the next 4 years. I would also like to thank the late George Welsh, who, in my opinion, was the best coach in college football in the 80s and 90s. Coach Welsh had an incredible staff that included former head coaches Tom O'Brien, Gary Tranquil, and Frank Spaziani. I would also like to thank Danny Wimmer, who recruited me and literally was the first recruiter to take his shoes off in my parents' house and ask for a plate while on a recruiting visit. My folks was like, who is this dude and why is he so damn comfortable? Coach Wilmer, Coach Tranquil, and Jerry Capone have been father figures for me and helped me navigate the challenges during my time at UVA. My induction to the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame is really a team award. I particularly share this with my teammates who played with me at UVA and Martinsville High School. I've always taken tremendous pride in never being a player who boasts about individual accomplishments, but I tried to lead by my actions on and off the field. When I arrived at UVA in the fall of '86, we were programmed in transition. The school had only participated in one bowl game, the 1984 Peach Bowl, but it was clear to see that the program was on the rise under the leadership of George Welsh. My class was labeled brash and cocky, but that was mainly because of Ray Savage and Tony Covington's big mouth in practice. But we had a cast of characters that would soon define the history of the program. In 1987, we won 8 games and the All-American Bowl. In the '88, we won 7 games, but we were peaking by season's end. Heading into the '89 season, everyone was excited about a team on the rise, and we didn't disappoint. We dominated the entire ACC to win the school's first ACC championship and an invitation to a New Year's Day bowl game, the Florida Citrus Bowl. And then came the '90 season. Even though it was 30-plus years ago, that team was magical. We started the season 7 straight wins, offense averaging 51 points per game, and eventually became the #1 ranked team in college football by mid-October. Even though we unfortunately lost one of the greatest games played in Scott Stadium against Georgia Tech, we went to our 2nd straight New Year's Day Bowl in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. The reason why I continue to insist that this recognition is a team award for me is simple. I was surrounded by great players during my time at UVA. Between 1988 and 1990, UVA had over 18 players play professionally, 10 make All-ACC, 8 All-Americans, and 3 Heisman Trophy candidates. Therefore, to honor me this evening is to honor those previous teammates. There would be no Shawn Moore without Herman Moore, Chris Slade, Terry Kirby, Ray Roberts, or Ray Savage. We collectively helped build Virginia football. When you Google Shawn Moore, there's a section below the search that says, people also search. Those names I mentioned are the ones that appear: Chris Slade, Terry Kirby, Herman Moore. We will forever be intertwined. Being inducted into any Hall of Fame is truly a blessing. I will always treasure this recognition because it's my home state. Thank you to the Hall of Fame for your commitment to celebrating athletic excellence, highlighting philanthropy through sports, and most importantly, bringing all my friends and family together to honor an old head like me. Thank you.